Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I know you guys haven't seen me in a minute. Of course, I didn't get up and do no whole lot of stuff and try to look like a beauty queen. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys this morning. I'm trying to get everything set up and everything in place. So, good morning, everybody. Of course, they have completely cut out the queen, shut me down on Instagram. That's kind of like what they do because there's some straight haters. They don't let's talk about big tech censorship for a minute. Good morning, everybody. And of course, I'm going to put the banners down at the bottom. Should anybody want to support, to show you how you can support me, I'll put the Cash App down here on IG. If you want to know why we ask for support, well, now you know why, because every time you turn around, we're getting banned. We're against the norm, right? They have an issue with what we're saying, right? And I'm glad you guys have found my backup page. In regards to my original Instagram page, I am actually working to try to get it back. I think that there's a possibility that we may be able to get it back. I mean, if we do, oh well. If we don't, we keep moving. I put up a post this morning on my Instagram page because I was feeling a little bit discouraged, and I was just saying, man, I wonder if Martin and Malcolm felt like it was all worth it. I wonder if their children felt like it was worth it, because anytime you're going against, the norm, right, and you're out here speaking truth, then you begin to create a lot of enemies. And when we start talking about, big tech censorship, let's talk about what they're censoring, right? What are they censoring? So you know, I'm not in thigh-high boots, riding a stripper pole to hell, having sex with the devil, right, on a satanic altar, like, our guy we know who, Lil Nas, right? I'm not doing that. I'm not walking around with a G-string in my behind, shaking my tail all across somebody's stage, talking about thought or whatever. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not out here telling our young women to be promiscuous and then abort our children. I'm not doing that either. I'm not telling our young men to gangbang, to shoot each other up. I'm trying to, promote the importance of, you know, being fathers and reuniting families and putting families back in the home, and talking about financial freedom, and again talking about our children, protecting our children. How do we protect our children? How do we keep our children safe? If we're going to be censored, and let me tell you about the instance in regards to this little boy Evan that I reposted his post from an LGBTQ pride page. Now, the mother basically said that I stole the picture. Listen, you can't steal nothing on Instagram. If somebody posts something, if you got a public page, I don't even know the mother's page, wasn't even on her page. But if you have a public page and you're posting pictures, people repost stuff all the time. You putting it out there. Now, if you have a young child, and the young child that you have or you've adopted in this particular situation, if you got a little boy and you dressing him up like a girl and you parading him around during LGBTQ month, basically making him an example to represent all of those sexualities, then we got the right to question. Same thing with D Wade and Gabby. If you don't want your child exposed to negative opinions, don't put your child out there, because everybody don't agree with what you all got going on. But in regards to censorship, why is it that right now we can still get on Twitter, we can still get on IG, we can see soft porn, we can see children? Now, I've posted things on my page before of children. I'm talking about little boys walking around talking about they sucking cucumbers with G-strings all up in their ass with, oh, oh, I done cussed. Hold on. Y'all know what time it is. There it is. Time blast. Walking around, thank you all for those of you that are donating. I appreciate it. Listen, walking around with G-strings up in their butt and their grandmama high heels on, talking about they having a hot girl summer. We can see that. We can see children sexualized, but you can't hear me talking about the numbers of abortion. You can't hear me asking, if Black lives matter, why do we keep aborting them? It's common sense. I'm asking the question, how else do you get a Black life? So let's get into this for a minute. Let's talk. You all know my position. You guys know how I feel about, you know, the sexualization of our children. You guys know how I feel about children representing this LGBTQ movement, right, that they have going on. I shared a post on my page, and it was of a little boy that I felt like was being mistreated, right? Because he basically had said or came out to his parents that he was gay. So I want to share this video with you all so you all can see it. And then we're going to talk about it, because they took this video down off of my page and said that I was promoting hate speech. But yet you can go anywhere all over social media and see this particular video. Let's watch it. Hold on a second. I'm getting back in the thick of things.
Tell them you getting your ass beat. This what to him. We do shit, but they don't help right here.
You said you're what? Say it again. Say it one more time.
And he like that shit.
You like it. And you doing the most.
You still doing gay shit. You think this on the side of your head for no reason? Is that what you think? It's on the side of your head for no reason? So why you just saying that gay ass shit, bro? Why would you just say that? Why would you just say that? You ain't got shit to say? Hello? You ain't got shit to say?
No.
Hello? Sit your ass down, bro.
Are you
Keep on doing that shit.
You like this type of stuff?
You thought I wasn't gonna beat your ass from last night, too big. Talking all that goddamn.
Okay, so let me X this out of the screen for a minute. So listen, in this particular video, I'm assuming that the little boy had told his father or his mother or whatever that he was gay. And so because he said that they cut his hair, you see his hairline shaved all the way to the back, and in the side of his head, they basically carved gay into the side of his head. So in this video, I'm guessing that they're, you know, chastising him for saying that he's gay or identifying that he's gay. Now, I put up a post on my page yesterday. I put that video on my page yesterday, and in the post, I was saying that our children are confused, that it's not the child's fault, right? Our children are seeing this being pushed everywhere. We cannot blame the children. That's just not the way to go about it. It's in the cartoons. I've been exposing this stuff on my page, which is why they took my page down. It was too much truth for y'all on there. Listen, we know why they took the page down. It's all in the cartoons. It's all over in the movies. All of their superstar heroes, comic book heroes. It's all in books. It's all in the education system. It's all in the government. I went to go check in on my bank account yesterday. I go in, I can't even get in my bank account without reading Aaron's story about how he came out. Now, what does Aaron coming out, his sexuality got to do with my money? I'm not paying to watch Aaron have sex. I don't need to know that Aaron is with another man. That it don't nobody know who I'm with when y'all taking my money. Like what does Aaron's sexuality or his coming out story got to do with my money, Navy Federal? I'm just asking. That's just one account. I can't even get into my account. Children are attracted to bright colors. We know this. This is why all of us love to watch cartoons. This is why all of us love to color when we were younger. This is why we all like bright, colorful clothes. Still right now, bright, colorful things. Colors are psychological. They can change your mood. We know that. These children do not understand. This is why they're going after them so young. They don't know. Their friends are telling them, the school is telling them, the teacher is telling them, they're teaching them about all of this gender identity. It's all over YouTube. It's all over Nickelodeon. It's all over Cartoon Network. It's all in the movies. It's even at the bus stop. It's all over the billboards. It's all over Netflix. It's all over TV. I can't even turn on VH1 and watch old school videos of Martin without seeing the gay flag in a corner. All the bright, pretty, let me tell you something. Listen, all the clothes, bright, pretty colors. I go in the other day, I see some beautiful shoes by Michael Kors, right? had the rainbow. I wanted to get them. I said, wait a minute, if I get these shoes, they're going to think that I'm a part of LGBTQ. Like, why? And then I had to be reminded that the rainbow truly represented God's promise. And so I'm like, am I ashamed of God's promise? Why is it that they make me feel as though I don't even want to represent the rainbow? Why am I even having second thoughts as somebody that stands on my beliefs to what I know to be true, what I know to be factual, against the agenda that they're pushing on our children? Why should I even question buying anything that has a rainbow on it? Our children are confused. This is being pushed as normal, as acceptance. If that was my child, I would preach to him the importance of his destiny, of his manhood. Trust me, nobody that's a part of the LGBTQ community, and I know y'all on here, I know y'all watching, nobody had to teach y'all to be gay. Nobody taught my son to be a gay male. Nobody taught him to. It's there. If it's there, it's there. When you begin to develop your personality, not when you're born. You aren't born anything but the color of your skin. Let's talk about that. How do we know that to be factual? Well, a baby is only born with instincts, and that's to know how to suck, how to cry, how to use the bathroom. Babies, when they're first born, they can't even see. They don't know anything. Let alone do they have a sexual attraction. So no, they aren't born gay. No, they aren't born straight. They aren't born anything. They're babies. They have to develop over time. And how we develop over time, and this is common sense. This is not, I've been to school for psychology. You don't have to go to school for psychology for this. Any parent, any person, you live long enough, you know that in your early stages, you learn by either observational behavior. This is what you saw taking place in your home. Many of us are victims of our own environments, products of our own environment, victims of our own circumstance. I speak English because why? I was raised in a home where they spoke English. My friend speaks Spanish. Why? Because she was raised in a home where they speak Spanish. So when I cook, when I say we're having Sunday dinner and my children come over, we probably got fried chicken, collard greens, and macaroni and cheese on the table. This is how I was raised. This is observational. This has come down from generation to generation. This is every holiday. This is our culture. My friend, when I go to her house for the holiday, they may have something different. I can't even speak on another race because then y'all gonna try to say I'm racist. I can't say we got beans and rice and lettuce and tomatoes. It's not racist, it's just the truth. Observational behavior is how children learn. I've told you all this before. When a child is born, and thank you all for donating, y'all. Please continue to support me. I appreciate it. When a child is born, even when they learn how to walk, they're watching other people walk. My twin god babies right now, I can look at them. They're still babies. They pull themselves up inside of the playpen. They get in the walker and run around the house because they're trying to chase the other children. Didn't nobody teach them how to do that. They're watching. This little boy who told his parents he's gay, where did he get it from? How does he know he's gay? A lot of people don't even know they're gay until they actually participate and have gay sex. You may feel like these children may feel like it's a fad or just something to do, and then participate in the act and realize they don't like it. Excuse me, Lord, I'm a woman. I don't play with the back door at all. And I done gave birth to 5 children. It just ain't for me. I ain't hating on nobody else, but it just ain't my thing. Like, sometimes you don't even know what you like until you like it. They're identifying with something that's being pushed. Sex is not something we need to be pushing on children. I've said this before. It does not matter what type of sex it is. It doesn't matter if it's heterosexual, if it's bisexual, if it's gay. We children need to be focused on growing, developing, right? Critical thinking. This is too much. The daddy probably mad. He don't want to raise no punk. Come on, man. We got to deal with this too. I went through that because y'all know I was the hardest of the hardest. It was rough for me. Feeling like I wasn't raising men, but I was wrong. I was wrong. Your child, your children, when they're adults, they're going to make a decision to do what they want to do. All y'all sit up and watch my son tell me exactly what he was going to do. When they grown, they're going to do what they want to do anyway. But when they're children, you have a responsibility to do all you can. And what I'm saying is, even when you do all you can, right, and your children are still exposed to the ills of society, because you cannot protect them from society. What you gonna do? You gonna keep them in the house, locked up in the closet? What you gonna do about them cousins that come over, or when they go to grandma's house and everybody get together? They're still gonna be exposed. What can we do? We gotta fight these policies. We gotta fight these laws. We gotta fight. We create the society that we live in. And what bothers me is when it comes to my people now, we've been so misled. Like, they literally have us out here on the front line fighting for Black Lives Matter while supporting abortion at the same time. This is how finessed we are. This is how they finessed us. I mean, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. I'm not saying this to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm not saying this to talk about nobody. I'm not trying to put nobody down. I'm telling y'all the real deal. They have us on the front line when a Black person is murdered by somebody white, dead. Now, they have lost their lives, right? They are already gone. I'm not saying we don't need to fight for them. Don't get it twisted. But they have us on the front line saying that we are fighting for Black Lives Matter while supporting and being the front runners for abortion at the same time. The people that's right there dead that just got killed, how did they even get a Black life? How did they even get here? Their mama got pregnant. How did you get here? Your mama got pregnant. There's only one way to create a life. And they're nice words, because you know they got all these nice, friendly words to finesse us. Abortion isn't murder. Abortion is the termination of pregnancy. It just means to terminate a pregnancy. What does terminate mean? Terminate means to end. What are you ending? You are ending the life. None of you would be here if your mama didn't get pregnant. Somebody has to get pregnant in order to have a life. That is the only way, unless we're gonna abort all the natural babies and just have test tube babies, because it looked like we are allowing them to do away with the natural order of life. When you do away with the natural order of life, then you begin to create a whole nother subspecies of human. I don't know if y'all ready for this type of teaching this morning. Y'all donating, y'all helping me out, because I sure need the help. When you are creating what do you think is going to happen if another subspecies of human is created? They're going to take you out. Women, you sitting up here right now watching yourself be replaced. I'm not hating. And I got love for my son. I got love for his friends. I got love for my friends that's in that movement. But I also got love for me. And I also got love for life. And I also have love for women. And I also have love for what I know to be true. I also have love for what we know to be right and what we know to be the natural order of things, regardless of how you feel about whether there is a God or not. Even if you don't believe in God and trust and believe, I'm a warrior for God. I tell people all the time, don't refer to me as a Christian. Christians don't do the things that I do. God got warriors and people that's willing to fight and battle for him too. If you think Satan got his minions, you better know God got his army ready to fight back too. And yeah, sometimes we get weak. When I get weak, I need you to go pray for me. I need you to make sure that I got everything I need to continue to fight this battle because they on me. That's all. And you can't stand on the front line. Back me up. Back me up. That's all I'm asking. Got us on the front line saying Black Lives Matter. At the same time, we on the front line in the representation, the face for, the voice for abortion. I say, my people, listen, I need y'all to wake up. No, Auntie Angie not hating. I'm out here saving life for real. No, they want you to think that I'm hating. That's why they took that post down of the little boy. They want to make y'all think that everything I put up is about hate against that community. They don't want you to see my compassion. They don't want you to see videos of my son talking about he loved his mama, regardless of what we go through. You didn't see them broadcast that video everywhere. But I bet you can see and look right now, Angela Stanton doesn't accept her transgender daughter. No, I don't. I accept my son. You're not about to force this on me. He can't even force it on me. And that's my baby, and I love him. And if he call me, I'm going running. I'm going to drop everything that I'm doing, and I'm going to show up the minute that he calls. But I'm also going to stand on what I believe. It's not hate. This is the battle that we're up against. We are so finessed. We are so backwards in our thinking, right? And it was me too. It took me a minute. I had to wake up. I wasn't educated. I didn't know. Now I'm trying to educate you. God is giving me a chance, right, to work with the highest office in the land. Me, Angie, from the hood, and I'm coming back and I'm telling my people, look, y'all, they playing us. Wake up. This is what's really going on. That's what they tell y'all. Nah, you got a hater. We don't rock with her. Nah, we not voting for her. She riding with Trump. She a white supremacist. She against us. I'm the only one out here fighting for life. I'm the only one out here willing, and none of them other people that told you to hate me, that told you that I was a liar, that told you that I was a conspiracy. I'm sitting here living it and I'm watching it and I'm telling y'all, I'm exposing y'all. None of them that told, ain't none of them had their platform shut down. You know why? Because we don't have the same message. Because guess what? They're going to tell you, transition your children. Come on, man. Listen, man. Let me turn my hourglass up so I don't cuss. Listen. Children. Like this is where I'm at with it, y'all. Our children. Like, why can't the children just be children? Why can't they just play? Why can't, like, can you imagine being a child with everything we're trying to figure out? And we've all been children before, and y'all know that we trying to figure out everything. We don't know nothing. We kids, we inside of this brand new world. We see a fish. Have you ever taken a child to a zoo? Have you ever taken, I went with my friend, and we took her little baby to the aquarium. Everly, my baby, only 2 years old. Her mind was blown. Her mind was blown. So with them being and opening up, right, to the whole world and learning all of these new things, think about us when we were children. Can you imagine having to be confused as to whether or not you're a girl or a boy? with everything else that you're learning in life and everything else that you go through? Like, can you imagine in your mind having to figure out if you are a girl or a boy? You trying to learn how to ride a bike. You're trying to learn how to color inside the lines. You're trying to learn how to analyze things, how to figure things out. You're trying to figure out who you are. You don't even know who you are. And now people are telling you that you have the option to be somebody else. How do our minor children have the option to be? They don't even know who they are. They probably don't even know how to spell their name. Our children. So listen, y'all know I ran on that for a long time, but we got to keep moving. So we need to talk about this, right? And I think I'm going to bring it on over into here. Let me see if I put it up here in the live stream. So on yesterday, I want to say yesterday or the day before yesterday, Joe Biden, right? Joe Biden, he actually, hold on, let me see if I can get this up in here. Where we at? There it is. Let's pull this up. I'm going to push this up. I'm going to put this on the screen so you guys can see it, right? Joe Biden on yesterday, or day before yesterday, signs, right, bill making Juneteenth a national holiday. Now, first of all, let me say something. Let me be very, very clear and say this, right? I am no fan of Joe Biden, but I do appreciate the fact that Juneteenth has been made a holiday. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Other people may do have an issue with it. You know, I ain't finna even give Joe Biden no credit, and I can't give Joe Biden any credit because I know when Trump was in office, right? This I know to be factual, okay? I'm not talking out of the side of my ear. I ain't talking about something I heard. I'm getting ready to tell you what I know. I know for a fact, right? And if you all were following me and maybe even down on my campaign page before they, deleted my other page, I said that I was going to personally ask the president to make Juneteenth a holiday, right? I remember the president, and if you'll go look and research, there are articles out there with the president saying that he would make Juneteenth a holiday. Well, guess what? You can't sign an order. You can't sign something into place if it hasn't been presented to you. I know that they personally did not push it through because they didn't want Trump to get the credit for it, so they held it back. So again, we got the Democrats playing chess, right? While the 14 Republicans who voted against it was playing checkers. See, the 14 Republicans who voted against it, you're supposed to also been for it, because what we want to show is, no, we don't have an issue. We're all for inclusion. They're part of the Rhino Party that they need to go. That's an issue why people don't want to come over this way. So let's talk about this. The president said that he would make it a national holiday. He couldn't sign it because they wouldn't put it through. They didn't want him to get credit for it. So not only did the president not get credit for it, I couldn't get credit for asking. Not only did I ask, I signed a letter with a bunch of other people that was in Black Voices for Trump and supported the movement that also wanted him to turn it into a holiday. I got all the receipts. Y'all know not to play with me. Okay. Joe Biden signs it into law. Now, those of us that know what's going on, we know what they did. But is it a reason to hate? Right? We know they played it, but is it a reason to hate or is it a reason to celebrate? Right? Regardless of who got it done, it's something that we feel is positive on behalf of Black people. Now, Black people, I don't want y'all to be excited about the fact that Joe Biden signed Juneteenth and an executive order making it a holiday. I don't want you to get excited about that. The reason why I don't want you to get excited about that is because that's nothing compared to what we've been asking for. Right? You've been asking them to stop killing, Black men, Black people at the hands of the police. You've been asking for an anti, Black American. All of us ain't African, so I don't say African American. That's something. I was finna cuss. Oh, Lord, we getting good. That's something that Jesse Jackson came up with in 1984, African American. I like to say Black Americans. We haven't gotten the anti-Black American hate crime bill. You haven't even got the anti-lynching crime bill passed. I didn't even know why there was a need for it because we know it's illegal to lynch people. But hey, if y'all want to put it through, feel good about it, whatever. Not only that, Asian Americans got $50 million. You got Joe Biden talking about, hey, I'm giving away some money to the minority community. That includes everybody. That's not specifically for Black Americans. That's not specifically for Black Americans. They want to give you $1,400 in a stimulus check. Meanwhile, giving $50 million specifically to the Asian community. When y'all know the Asians are already getting our money. Now, I ain't trying to be racist. I ain't hating again, y'all. I'm working on my delivery. Y'all see I got my hourglass. I'm not cussing, so please nobody take what I'm saying the wrong way. But Black people, I know y'all hear me. I'm talking to my folks for a minute. We can go to grandma's house. We can go back to the hood, go visit auntie, cousins, them. Some of us still in the hood. Y'all know, as soon as we pull up now, beauty supply store, as soon as we go to the nail salon, whatever, y'all know who we supporting. They already get money. The hot wing spot, the rice spot, the Chinese food, all of that. Let's be for real. So they gave them specifically $50 million for their community. Now, I know for a fact, Trump wanted to give us $500 billion. But Joe Biden say, hey, if you don't vote for me, you ain't Black. What did we do? I'm getting ready to say a word. It ain't cussing. I think I can get away with this. Niggas had to prove that they was Black, right? We don't care nothing about 500 billion Trump talking about, right? We don't care nothing about that. We got to prove to these white folks that we say are so racist and have us so oppressed. We got to prove to them that we Black because Joe Biden said it. Oh, Lord, I'm so tired. They know we Black. Now, back to this Juneteenth thing. We got to talk about Candace Owens' reaction, and we have to talk about Charlie Kirk's reaction. Now, I'm old enough to remember that when President Trump said that he was going to sign it into a holiday, that everybody was all on board. It wasn't no hating. It wasn't no fussing. Like, we just got to keep it real here, right? So what I want to do is share, right? And let me be clear. Let me say this. Charlie Kirk is the founder of Turning Point. Charlie Kirk has given me opportunity, right? Charlie Kirk and his team have invited me out. I've spoken for Turning Point or whatever. I think that the work that they do is great. They brought me up for the Black Leadership Summit. So this ain't nothing where we getting ready to beat nobody down, right? But we just have to have a conversation. And we have to have these honest conversations because for me, it's very, and I don't know about anybody else, and I ain't here to talk about nobody else, but for me, I think that it's very important for Black people to be included into the Republican Party. Okay? I think that it's very important for Black people to walk away from the Democrat Party. Shout out to my boy Brandon Straka. I think that it's important for people to walk away from the Democrat Party and come over to this party because we need to learn the importance of voting for our best interests. Right now, the policies that are being pushed by the Republican Party are in our best interests, right? When we look past the media, we look past all of the hype, and we really do our own research, right? And this is my opinion, right? Or we need to be independent and we vote for whichever person in office at that time has our best interest, whatever y'all want to do. But we have to stop voting Democrat. Now, if we are on this journey to wake up Black America, because we know how they've been done by the Democrat Party, right? We harm the movement when we do things like this. This is just my opinion, okay? Hold on with me for a second. I'm going to get ready to pull up this video, right, that Charlie Kirk posted yesterday. Give me 1 second. Let me get in here. Let's go. Okay. Where we at? Come on, Mr. Charlie. Come on up. All right, let's go back over here. Okay. I'm going to share the screen so you all can see this and we're going to listen. Why is it not?
Unanimously in the Senate. And hey, everybody, Republicans basically unanimously in the Senate and only 14 very brave people in the House decided not to vote for Juneteenth as a federal holiday. So I'm sure you're seeing a lot of social media graphics go around that says Republicans decided to vote against the emancipation of slaves as a holiday. Therefore, they support slavery. This is, first of all, insane. So Juneteenth should not be a federal holiday. So Juneteenth, at its best possible reading, is a day to remember news that hit Galveston, Texas, about the emancipation of slaves, something that we're all very happy about. That's not what this is about. We know that this is not what this is about. This is not about the emancipation of slaves. This is instead a new Black Independence Day. We already have the Black National Anthem. We already have people kneeling at NFL games. We have hyper corporations that are becoming hyper woke in every way imaginable. And now all of a sudden we have a competitor against July 4th. That's what this is all about. This is about putting a federal holiday to be a competitor.
Now, I just want to say this right before we keep going, and listen, I've met Charlie, and like I said before, Charlie, ain't never hated on me. He's always given me opportunity or whatever. But I don't think that the passing of Juneteenth or making it a federal holiday is to compete with July 4th. Knowing my people, we're going to celebrate both, especially if you talk about having a paid holiday off work, the way that we love fireworks and barbecues and get together. I think that we're going to celebrate both. I don't think that this is something that's meant to be in competition. Now, I can see how people from my community can feel like, and I don't believe that Charlie, is a racist. But I can see how people in my community would feel after hearing something like this, because it made me feel some type of way. And I know Charlie personally. Let's just continue to listen to what he has to say, and then we'll get back into it.
Against July 4th. Now, if we really wanted to celebrate the emancipation of slaves, we should celebrate September 22nd, 1862, when Abraham Lincoln, one of the greatest presidents in American history, emancipated the slaves. Why would we not celebrate that day? Or why don't we celebrate the end of the American Civil War? That would probably be a pretty important day where we celebrated the official end of the war. Instead, a day in June, on June 19th, is now the new Independence Day. So why would you have a competitor against July 4th? Well, for those of us that know, the current agenda that's happening in our country, which is to try to debase, destroy, and delegitimize American history, of course you would try to find a date as close to July 4th as possible.
Now, I'm going to just stop the video right there, and you guys are free to kind of go back and check the rest of the video out yourself. But I just want to say to a lot of my people that's watching, sometimes things are just better off just not said, just being left alone. You know what I'm saying? Some things are. I mean, when we come to something as sensitive as slavery, especially in this emotional atmosphere that we're in, right? And then sometimes you just ain't the person to say it, right? Even if you feel like it's factual. Remember, I was saying before that the messenger is just as important as the message, right? Now, Candace Owens. Now, y'all know that I'm not a huge fan, but I'm not in a position right now where I want to fight with anybody that's trying to wake up our people. Because like I said, every preacher has their own congregation. But she put up a tweet yesterday in the Juneteenth and saying how it was so lame and how she was going to be celebrating July 4th, that she would not be celebrating Juneteenth. Again, stuff like that like when people call me Candace Owens, that makes me mad because I just don't agree. You know what I'm saying? I just don't agree. Like, it is not, if we want to have Juneteenth as a holiday, because at the end of the day, Black folks, man, as far as I can remember, we've always celebrated Juneteenth without it even being a holiday. It wasn't an issue when President Trump wanted to do it, right? When Trump wanted to do it, everybody was all for it. But the fact that they held it back, and we know that they didn't want Trump to get credit for it, we can harp on that, right? We could talk about how this was an idea with President Trump first, and Trump wanted to do this, and how they cheated him out of it. We could talk about that more so than trying to just, you want to make Joe Biden look so bad that you're hurting people in the process. You have to start having consideration, right, for not only our people that's lost or part of the still caught up by the lies of the Democrat Party, but the people that's in your party, the people that actually stand with you on some things. Now, me, I'm from the hood. I'm not one of the bougie ones, right? I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, right? I still get emotional. Like, I still have all the feelings that people in the hood have. I may know how to analyze things a little bit better. I may know how to understand things because I've been exposed to things that they have not been exposed to. But those emotions and stuff are real. If they, and listen, the whole thing about Black Lives Matter and how they trying to push this agenda about slavery and all that, like, I agree with that. I agree with that, which brings us to our next one. Critical race theory. Now, listen, guys, there has been a lot of talk. You see it all over the news. Everybody talking about critical race theory, right? Those of you, please don't forget the Cash App is down at the bottom, right? On my IG. Also down at the bottom of the screen is how you all can donate. You all, listen, they coming from my platforms one by one. I'm working on building my own platform on an uncensored network so I can give you guys what you need. You already know this stuff take money. You already know. I mean, come on, every time we turn around. But listen, critical race theory. Let's talk about critical race theory for one moment. Now, we are seeing all over the news, critical race theory. They're trying to ban critical race theory. They're against critical race theory. Now, you guys know I haven't spoken up much on the subject. I said, let me sit back. Let me study this. Let me see exactly what it is that they're saying. Let me see what's in the laws. Let me see what critical race theory is actually teaching. Now, from my own personal experience, you guys know how I feel about my own personal child, my own daughter. You guys know that I've made sure that, you know, she has not ever felt oppressed, that she can be the best that she can be and achieve all type of heights, which she has, right? I've taught my children that nobody or anything can hold them back. I've also taught myself that. You guys know the story, right? Made it from prison to the palace, from the hood to all good. You know the story. I don't believe in teaching oppression. Let's view this next video and hear what this guy had to say about critical race theory. And then we're going to come back in and we're going to talk about this one too.
Pretty much going to be teaching kids how to hate each other, how to dislike each other. That's pretty much what it's going to, that's pretty much, I don't care what it's pretty much what it's going to all come down to. You're going to deliberately teach kids, this white kid right here got it better than you because he white? You're going to purposely tell a white kid, oh, the black people are all down and suppressed. How do I have 2 medical degrees if I'm sitting here oppressed? How did I get, first of all, time up, because I only got 5 minutes now, 5 minutes. 2 medical degrees. No mom, no dad in the house. Worked my way through college. Sat there and hustled my butt off to get through college. You going to tell me somebody that looked like all y'all white folks kept me from doing that? Are you serious? Not one white person ever came to me and said, well, son, you're never going to be able to get nowhere because you know the black people. But guess what? What's sickening about this whole thing is what y'all doing right now is already something I do in my community right now to speak out against stuff because black folks are getting told by other black folks, oh, you know you ain't going to be able to do nothing out there in the world because them white folks ain't going to let you get no, oh, you know you're not going to be able to do it here because you know, the white man going to keep you down. Well, how did I get where I am right now?
Did you hear what he said? How did he get where he is right now? And that's exactly how I feel. So when it comes to critical race theory, right? Like, why are we teaching our children that white people are better than them? Especially after we heard y'all president, because he ain't my president, Joe Biden, say that poor kids can be just as smart as white kids. What? Who you think he think the poor kids are? Especially in the other video where the man is standing at a podium surrounded by black kids talking about how much he loves roaches. Listen, we have to be free in our mind, okay? If you aren't free in your mind, it's like, okay, working a job. And let's just say you work a job. Let's just say you work you want a promotion. But every day you telling yourself, man, these people ain't gonna give me no promotion. I ain't even gonna ask them. A closed mouth don't get fed. Ask and ye shall receive. How do you know they're not gonna give you a promotion if you don't ask for it? If you done already talked yourself out of it the moment the thought comes into your head. Our children, oh man, I want to grow up and be a doctor. Oh, I can't be no doctor. These white folks ain't gonna let me be no doctor. They ain't gonna let me get in the procedure school. How do you know? How do you know if you don't try? Imagine if I said, I'm a convicted felon, I ain't gonna never make it in the White House. Never. Imagine if I said, I'm from the hood. I was a single mama with 5 kids. I ain't gonna never own my own business. What if I say I'm gonna write this book, but I know it ain't gonna never be a bestseller? What if you how do you talk yourself out of something before you even get it? I agree with him as well. Now, we got to move on to what's next. Let me go in here and see. Did I pull this one down? Hold on 1 second. Where is this one at? Let me pull this one up, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Where is it at? Come on in here, Angie. Let's see. Is this? That's not it. That's not it. Let's go over here. 1 second, y'all. We got to pull this out. No. That's not what I want to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all this. We're going to go to my page because that's where it's at. Ooh, I can't do that. That's not going to work. Y'all bear with me for a minute. All right, let's go on here. Let me share this screen with y'all right quick. Show you what your mayor doing right here in Atlanta. Ain't this something? Do y'all see this? Ain't this something? Mayor, now this is after you done said that you're not going to run again. You stepping down. Now, Atlanta crime has risen 60% higher than it has been in the last 2 decades. Just in the last week alone, 2 15-year-olds holding a security guard at gunpoint out there at Lenox. Not only hold them at gunpoint, shoot them. Armed robberies going down inside of Lenox. They're having shootouts inside of the mall. Not to mention Sequoia Turner. Not to mention Kennedy Maxey. These little children that lost their lives got shot up. Not to mention my son's father that got killed and shot, right? Not to mention, right, the 3 people, including an officer that just got shot at the Big Bear. Now, hold on a second. Crime in Atlanta, not to mention the lady that just went and stood on the Spaghetti Junction at the top and jumped off to her death because she said she couldn't take it no more. You can't even, not to mention the water boy that just got shot and killed. You can't even get off the expressway without somebody running up to your car, banging your windows down, begging for money, begging for you to buy them a water, begging for you to buy a water from them, a Gatorade, whatever. You can't even ride down the expressway anywhere in the city of Atlanta without seeing tent city, hundreds of tents being rained on. These people living literally outside in the dirt. You raised $500 million to go to the homeless community, Keisha Bottoms, and all it's done is gotten worse. We can't even go downtown. I've been in Atlanta nearly my whole life. I've never in my life seen it this bad. We can't even walk down the street. You telling me I can't even go to the courthouse without stepping over homeless people sleeping on the steps of the courthouse? All of the big churches right downtown next to the courthouse, people sleep on the steps, all in the park. Can't even take your children or your dog to the park. Homeless people out there sleep, but you, mayor, and this is after you said that you leaving. Mayor designate 100 city-owned Atlanta restrooms gender neutral. Let me tell you how idiotic and stupid this is, because at the end of the day, if it's a single bathroom, right, they're talking about single facilities. You still got the one for men. You still got the one for women. You know, the ones that they have labeled for a family where you can go in a single bathroom yourself. This is specifically for those like, that shit didn't even, here we go. I got my glass. That didn't even make any sense. This is all about clout. You just want to push an agenda. If it's a single bathroom anyway, anybody can go in it. If it says family bathroom, anybody can go in it. If it's the dad, if it's the mom, If it's the man that think he the dad or the mom that thinks she the dad or however you want to do it. If it's single, it's single. This made absolutely no sense. You can sign an executive order for something that's really already in place. This is just about playing games, manipulating our people, pushing the agenda. But you can't sign an executive order before you leave office for crime to protect our children. Now, let's get on into this. Before they took my page down, and we're going to remove this. Now, I'm going to let y'all do your own homework, okay? I'm not getting ready to put up no pictures. I'm going to let y'all do your own homework. Now, my thoughts on Kasim Reed. What I think, because I know Keisha and Kasim have ties. Now, word on the street, I don't know this to be factual. I just know word on the street here in Atlanta, there was some type of entanglement going on. Now, I absolutely believe that all of these people are in cahoots together. Want me to tell you why I believe that? Well, because I have ties to, we know, the infamous Phaedra Parks, okay? Got ties to Phaedra. Ran with Phaedra. Know a lot of the business that was going on down here in Atlanta back in the day. Phaedra got ties to Kasim Reed. They still cool. In fact, just last year, Kasim hired Phaedra to represent him in his divorce case. Now, Kasim, I would like to believe you got good sense. Everybody in Atlanta know that Phaedra ain't won not one case. Even lost her case against me, somebody that they said was nothing more than an illiterate convicted felon that only was looking for 15 minutes of fame. She was absolutely, completely demolished in that lawsuit. Not only that, she's been sued several times. Not only that, we know that she works shit as a lawyer here in Atlanta, right? Oh, did I do that? I'm sorry, y'all. Let's keep going. Now, let's keep going. Who do we also know is tied to that? Well, we know Keisha is tied to T.I., right? We know that. We know that's her partner. Well, guess who else is tied to T.I.? Phaedra. Yeah, I know that. Who produced the Tiny and Toya show? Phaedra. I know that too. Like, they're all in cahoots together. Now, I don't trust Phaedra at all, right? Phaedra, whatever you want to call her. I know very well that she was the mastermind of our whole criminal organization. It wasn't me. It wasn't Apollo. We didn't have access. We weren't educated enough to even know how to do any of the stuff that we were doing. Apollo was very young, and I was myself, regardless of what they say. We done went to court, had a whole $30 million lawsuit that I won. The judge told me, tell my story. They bet not come for me, and she bet not say nothing, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, not only that, not only was it a grand theft auto ring going on and insurance fraud, there was also a lot of mortgage fraud going on in Atlanta at that time. Now, I know for a fact that some people have gotten away scot-free. I never snitched. I never told. Hell, I only wrote my story after I got out of prison, and they framed me to take the downfall. I had every right to take my story, tell my story. Now, but we know that there are some people, for some reason, that have been covered up, right, and have been able to keep their hands clean. Now, why would you, right, and we ain't even going to talk about T.I. and all these sex trafficking allegations and what's going on in Atlanta, with Atlanta being the #1 hub, and you know what's going on with Keisha and her leadership, and even her down there at the library on tax dollars that made Transgender Day. Not only did she make Transgender Day, right? Ain't no Black Mama Day. We don't get no award for being strong Black mothers, givers of life. She down there with Transgender Day. Not only is she down there with Transgender Day, she down there in the library with drag queens, reading to the children, allowing them to do little fake little strip teases in the children. Anyway, y'all go do your own research. All you got to do when you get off of here with me is you can go to Google, DuckDuckGo, whatever thing you want to use, and type in Phaedra Parks and Kasim Reed. Not only are you going to look at all the many, many articles that have spanned over the years, but you also going to look at all the pictures. Make sure that you go to images, okay? There's plenty of footage out there. Now, what I believe is going on, I really believe, and listen, you on my page, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. I honestly believe that they are allowing crime to rise. I honestly believe that they have intentionally, right, gotten rid of police officers, right, with this whole defund the police. So crime could be on the rise, so they could bring Kasim in and make him look like Superman, like he's saving the day. I honestly believe that this is an organized, right, effort for some bullshit. That's what I believe. Excuse me, Lord. That's the only one. I'm sorry. That's what I believe. Now, Atlanta, what y'all finna do? Y'all know this is the entertainment capital of the world. You getting ready to see everybody in entertainment get behind Kasim Reed. Why? Because entertainment runs Atlanta. We know that. And with this entertainment, we know that they don't give a damn. Excuse me, Lord, but damn is in the Bible. Can I get a pass on that one? Can I get a pass on damn and ass since it's in the Bible? Now, we know they don't give a damn about our children because we know a lot of this stuff is being pushed through entertainment. And we know that some people only care about money. Well, right now, what we have to do is care about our children, care about our future. Our future is not only our children when they're adults, but our grandchildren. Right? How you going to vote against life when you vote against life? You vote against your bloodline. You vote against your lifeline. Huh? How are you voting against life? Well, if you are voting to transition your children, you're voting to sterilize them. Y'all know this is a depopulation agenda. If you're voting for the Democrats to globally fund abortion, not just abort babies here in America, in the hood, because that's where all their abortion clinics at. You know, they keep telling us abortion is healthcare. Go look up Kamala Harris saying women of color will die without access to abortion. Man, let me tell you something. I ain't never been so offended in my life. To have a woman that hasn't even given birth to a child of color. To have a woman that has not even carried life or birthed life, from my understanding, tell me, being a spokesperson for me, this your vice president now that came down here in Atlanta, my people, and identified as an Asian and passed the Asian bill, gave them money, didn't give us nothing. Telling me that I'm going to die if I don't give birth to my children. That is a lie straight from the pits of hell. You will not mislead my people in that manner. You will not speak against life. You will not convince us, trick us, finesse us into believing that it is better for us to abort our children than to give them life. Now, you all better wake up and know that that is a lie. If you are a mother right now, even if you've had an abortion, and I've had one, I didn't know no better. I bought the lie. But you got children, you got daughters. You have to think about tomorrow. Everybody want to live in the now. You got to think about tomorrow. You could very well, I'm sorry, IG, that's Mama King calling me. That means it's time for me to get ready to wrap up. You could very well, you were voting for your own grandchildren to be aborted. I'm talking about you ain't even had a chance to meet them yet. You done already went down there. Who's that? Mama calling on the other phone. Mama, give me 1 minute, Mama. Listen, you done already, your child ain't even had a chance to even grow up, learn about life or whatever. These folks done finessed us into voting for our child right to abort our grandchildren. We're not talking about teaching options about not having sex, because abstinence is a great way to not get pregnant, right? Do you guys know that the Republican Party was voting to teach our children about abstinence in school, and every Democrat voted against it? Do you guys know that? Are you aware of that? I'm just asking. Instead of teaching them about abstinence, they want to teach them, and you've seen it on my other page, about anal sex, all type of gay sex, all type of freaky sex, kink. What the fuck? What? I'm 43 years old. What is kink? I don't know what kink is. I don't want to know what kink is. I don't need to know. If I ain't done it by now, baby, I don't want to do it. I don't need to know. Why do children need to know? So we can't teach them about abstinence. Everything that you see right now in entertainment pushes what? Promiscuity. Huh? Y'all can go look this up. It teaches what? Reckless, right? Sex. All of these sexual preferences that we represent. The whole sex month to represent sex. We're teaching about reckless sex. Promiscuity. Well, guess what? Promiscuity leads to abortion. There are ways to not get pregnant. There are ways to reduce your chances of getting pregnant. There are ways to reduce the number of abortions. Abortion is not birth control. Abortion is population control. There is a reason why the majority of their birth control clinics are in our neighborhoods. There is a reason why. There's a reason why when you go down Planned Parenthoods, even if you go to their IG, right, we finna do it. We finna do it, and then I gotta go. I'm gonna wrap up. We finna do it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me pull this up, cause y'all gotta see this. Cause if I don't show it to you, you ain't gonna believe me. We're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do this. Hold on, bear with me. I gotta show y'all this, and then we're gonna. There you go. Boom, there it is. Okay, so I'm getting ready to share 2 things with y'all, right? About Planned Parenthood. First of all, I want to share with y'all this tweet that they put out. On Halloween now, this how finesse they got us. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. All right. There it is. Right there. Do y'all see this tweet? I'm going to read it real slow, because I want y'all to hear it. And you can go research this yourself. If you're a black woman, hold on. Let me go over here. Let me see, can I just click this one? Pull this one up. Hold on. Here it go. Right there. Oh, it didn't come with me. Oh, shit. Okay, wait a minute. Let's go with this one. Sorry, y'all, for cussing. If you're a black woman in America, it's statistically safer to have an abortion than could carry a pregnancy to term or give birth. Scary stats. 8:13 a.m. October 31st, 2017. Now, listen, hear me out now. First of all, Halloween is the day of the devil. Second of all, every black person on this earth, you got here because somebody black gave birth to you. Now, excuse me, but I'm old enough to remember that my grandmother wasn't even born in the hospital, neither was my mother, right? Before they had hospitals, before they had doctors, because listen, giving birth is natural. And we still hear stories about women giving birth in the back seat of a car on the way to the hospital. Women giving birth inside of, swimming pools, whatever. Listen, we have been giving birth since the beginning of time. Okay? Now we have this evil machine, right? This enemy that is against life. And not only is it against life, it is against black life. And it is so bold that it is saying specifically, right? That stop telling me about the statistics of abortion and how white women have abortion and all that stuff, because they're not coming for white women. And y'all know I get emotional when I start talking about this, because you literally are wiping my people out, okay? And I got a problem with it, because black people are the front runner for this thing. Look at what we see on the page next to this. Every image that you see is a woman of color. Look at this. We have been giving birth since the beginning of time. These people are telling us that it is safer for us to abort our children than to give birth. Basically, they saying, let me tell you what they're saying. They're saying that our children are better off dead. That's what they're saying. This, all you Black Lives Matter folk, all of you people that's a part of the LGBTQ community, you wouldn't even be gay if your mama didn't give birth to you. How many y'all love to say people born gay? How many gay babies y'all aborting? Let's put it like, you can't even have a life unless you're born. We are constantly supporting an agenda and organization that is put in place telling us they don't give a damn about us. Now let's go to their IG page. Let me share this with y'all. This is how you finna know it's real. This is how you finna know it's real. Where we at? Bam. Let's go. All right. We're on Planned Parenthood's Instagram page. Okay. Now, let's talk about, right, how now not only do we have Black Lives Matter, right, pairing themselves with LGBTQ, right? We also now have Planned Parenthood pairing themselves with LGBTQ. These same people that claim that they are all about life are actually against the very idea of life. Listen, these are the tweets on Planned Parenthood page. Y'all supposed to be about family. When it comes to LGBTQ, man, listen, man, I got to tell you the truth, man. Listen, man, 2 women can't have a baby. 2 men can't have a baby. If you are a trans and you transition yourself and you done cut off your parts, you can't have a baby. All this is against life. If you go have an abortion, you killed your baby. All of this is against life. This is, oh my God, help me, people. Help me, God. Help me, Lord. Help me wake my people up. Help me, help them get this, please. Listen, y'all. Here we go. How long does it take for pregnancy to happen after sex? Okay. And they pushing the vaccine. Okay. Okay. They're saying that there is no evidence that it causes you to be sterile, right, or fertile, or miscarriages. That's not true. Okay. Next, it says, hello, my pronouns are. What the hell do your pronouns got to do with you having an abortion? Huh? Because if you get pregnant, you either killing a girl or a boy. What do your pronouns have to do with you getting pregnant? The next post says trans and non-binary people deserve quality health care, but a baby doesn't. You can't even be trans or non-binary if you ain't born. How the hell do you know a baby is trans and non-binary? The baby has to be born, okay? In memory of the victims of Pulse nightclub shooting. God bless all of the people that lost their lives. Those were somebody's children, gay, straight, or whatever. I have a son that's gay, love him to death, don't want nothing to happen to him. But guess what? All of these people right here that they celebrate, guess how they got here? Because their mama didn't get an abortion, okay? Come on, let's keep going, right? Listen, this Planned Parenthood page, okay? What does inclusive healthcare look like for LGBTQ folk? Who they got on there? Huh? A black man in a wig, okay? Come on, let's keep going. Entre más las hablas, más libre. Whatever, y'all know I can't read Spanish. Black and brown people, right? Right here. It means protector of mankind. What is that? Listen, immigrant rights are reproductive rights. How the hell, how are you telling me, and I'm talking to my people now, they giving us reproductive rights that stop our reproduction? Can the church say, oh, amen? Can somebody donate, please? Come on, man. We just coming with common sense. It says Planned Parenthood pushing reproductive rights. Well, my right to reproduce is my right to give birth. That's how I reproduce. If you are pushing abortion, you are coming against my right to reproduce, but you have the nerve to tell me that you are giving me my reproductive right. Yeah, my right is to reproduce as a natural born woman. Can the church please say amen. Okay, let's keep going. Everything on this page is geared towards the Black people of color, okay, and LGBTQ. Look at this. Commit to keep fighting. All transgenders. Look at this. Gabe. Y'all know, we know what's up with Gabe. Gabe say, I believe in science and I want to protect myself and the people that I care about. What science you believe in, Gabe? Because you can't even become a scientist unless your mama get pregnant. Look, listen. Asian, anti-Asian hate and violence. Anti-Asian, hold on, wait a minute. On what day of my period can I start taking the pill? Right? Guess what? Even the pill prevents you from creating a Black life. Listen, I would rather you take the pill, right? And don't create the life. That way you ain't got to kill the baby. So if I have to give an option, I would say absolutely take the pill, right? I'd rather you prevent the pregnancy than kill the baby. But guess what? These people so perverted in their thinking, giving us a pill to keep us from getting pregnant, and then telling us if we do get pregnant, come back and see them so they can kill the baby. This is all against life. Look at Sister Kate. I'll keep you from getting seriously sick if you get the virus. Where the white people at? Why y'all ain't telling white people to get the virus? Why I gotta look at Sister Kate over here telling me I gotta get the virus? Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Planned Parenthood. LGBTQ. All of this is tied together. Pushing the vaccine on the Black community, to people of color. Come on now. Everything that we've seen, right? Everything that we've seen, right? Here we go again. Sexual and reproductive health care. You done already told me it's healthy for me to kill my baby. Look at the finesse. Our generation. Look at Sister Kate down here with the braids. Look at my Latino sister down here. Look at this picture over there. Ain't none of them folk white. Go down the whole page. Take your time. Only time you're going to see a woman that's looking halfway white is when they telling you to kill your baby. Look at this post right here. Title X. Why is it important? How the Trump administration damaged it and how we can take it back. What's rightfully ours. Now listen, I'm going to let y'all go back to Planned Parenthood IG. Go down it all you want, but I got to educate y'all on this Title X for a minute. Let me tell y'all what Title X is, okay? Title X, for one, is funding that was put in place, right, to pay for, right, abortions and birth control for people that they consider poor. Who do y'all think that they talking about? This is all about, we don't want poor people. We only want the elite. You telling me it's better for my mama to get an abortion and kill me than it is for me to live my life. How do you get to make a decision on whether or not I get to live? Because all my mother is doing is giving birth to me. Hello. Huh? All this my body, my choice. Ain't nobody on this live right now got the same body as they mama. So when I'm harping at y'all about abortion, it's because they are using abortion to specifically target us. I know. No, we're not the only ones that get abortions. I know that. But guess what? We are the minority. We only make up 13% of the population, and we are having the most abortions. As of today, 46% of our population has been aborted. Now, these are the same people that are screaming, we're an oppressed minority. Yeah, we're going to always be oppressed. Are we aborting our babies? We aborting our votes? We aborting our army? We're going to stay an oppressed minority. There are strength in numbers. Notice how, and I want y'all to go back, and y'all need to go all the way down, Planned Parenthood. Study this. Study. This is why they want to silence. This is why they want to silence BNGB, y'all. This is why they don't want me to give you all this information, because they want to wipe us out. Look at all of the statistics that are coming out now. I figured it out. I said, God, what's going on here? I said, Why is everything targeted towards Black people? Why is it that when it comes to, you know, the LGBTQ movement, when it comes to abortion, when it comes to, you know, these vaccines, Lord, why is everything being targeted to my people when it comes to AIDS, when it comes to anything? Why is it all being targeted towards my people? What is it about us? What is in my skin that makes me so susceptible to all of these issues? Like, what last I heard, y'all said we was all made up on the inside. The same. The only thing that was different was what was on the outside. So my hair may look different, my skin may look different, my nose and my lips may look different, but on the inside, all of the veins and all of the organs and the blood, everything else is the same. What is it about my skin that makes me the target? So then I started looking and I started researching and I started looking at all of these statistics and all of these numbers. And guess what they've done now? Anywhere you go look at a guy, it's white people and people of color. They've mushed us all in. So now you got, when they say people of color, they talking about Blacks, they're talking about Latinos, they're talking about Asians, they're talking about anybody that got any type of color versus white. I said, God, what's going on? I said, what? I said, when I go get a box of crayons and when we talk about colors, I said, last time I checked, white was a color too. I said, why are they separating white from every other color? You know why? I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but they're becoming the minority. By now, everybody mixed with something. Y'all can look at me and tell I ain't 100% Black. Everybody mixed with something by now. They are absolutely trying to preserve their race. Now, I ain't mad at them. You know why I'm not mad? Because I'm sitting up here trying to preserve mine too. I wanna preserve my race too. But what if they told you? They told you I hate you. They told you that I'm against you. They told you that Republicans hate you. They told you that Trump hates you. Trump was the one that defunded them. Trump was the one that said, no, you're not going to use tax dollars to kill babies. And we know that y'all targeting the Black community. They told you to hate the ones that wanted your children to live and to love the ones that want your children to die. Even if you aren't a person of color, even regardless, if you know the history of Margaret Sanger, and also go research this, the fact that Planned Parenthood said, oh, we separated ourselves from the bigoted ways of Margaret Sanger. She was a eugenist trying to get rid of one particular race of one people. That's not what we're about. How you say you separated yourself from her name, but y'all still killing 900 Black babies a day. This is the biggest Holocaust against Black life. The founder was quoted as saying the best way to get rid of a nigga is to kill him before he's born. Can you imagine somebody killing you before you even have a chance to live? Do you know 900 babies a day? If we just stopped abortion for 1 year, they got us thinking, kill them. Ain't no sense in bringing them into this evil world. That it is not your decision. I done been to prison. I done been molested. I done been raped. I done did. It's not. Don't make a decision for my life. Let me live. Let me grow. If I want to end my life, let me do it. Why do you get to vote before my mama even get pregnant for me to die? Why, when I go to Planned Parenthood marches, do I gotta be maybe only 1 or 10 Black people in a sea of thousands, hundreds of thousands of white people? Why do I gotta show up and answer for us when they want to know where we at and why we not fighting for our children? Why I gotta fight with my sisters about our children being born? Why do I have to fight with our sisters and our brothers about the importance of our sons growing up to be men and fathers, not thinking that they the mama? I love y'all. Thank you for everybody that supported this morning. I love you guys. You know, I don't know where we go from here. Sometimes I feel like giving up, man. It'd be like, man, I'm against the world. But then, you know, I think about it. You know, my mom was a preacher, and I did love church, you know, regardless of where people at, you know, religiously. But there are a lot of words in the Bible that can help you keep going. And, you know, there's a scripture in the Bible that I was thinking about where they said, well, if they persecuted me, then know that they'll persecute you. You know, the servant is no greater than the master. And I'm thinking about what they did to Jesus, and I'm thinking about what they did to Martin, and I'm thinking about what they did to Malcolm. I'm thinking about the way that they destroyed me in the media. They haven't told you anything good about me. I'm thinking about how my children are reading all of this. My children are caught up in these agendas. Not only have they turned the world against me, most that are not woke to the truth, but my children, my family, because I wanted to work with Trump to save Black life from being aborted, because I wanted to work with Trump to get Black men out of prison, because my son's father was in prison. I didn't just go in there and fight for him to came home. I went in there and fought for all Black people. Did my baby daddy get out of prison and the same Black people I'm fighting for kill him? Your sister, you sitting up here seeing what they doing to me, seeing the insanity that I'm up against. People saying that I'm a bad mom because I'm trying to convince my son of who he is. This is a heavy cross to bear. And I know y'all feel like I'm the strongest person in the world. And I know y'all love me and y'all support me, but you got to know sometimes I fall weak too. It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. And it's a lot of pressure. Everywhere I go, I got to explain myself. Everybody that bring me on the show, I got to talk about why I work with Trump, why I was affiliated with Trump. And you ain't nobody holding none of these people accountable for telling us it's better to kill our children to give birth to them. Are you? We want different. We got to change. We want better. We got to do better. I don't believe that in our right mind, being woke, paying attention to what's going on, that any of us will support transitioning our children. I don't believe that being woke, being in our mind, knowing the agenda, knowing what's really going on, that we would support this agenda of abortion that they're pushing. And listen, people ask me all the time, Angela, are you just trying to do away with abortion completely? You know how you feel about it? This is my thing, y'all. Abortion has been around for a minute, right? Even when I was younger, having my own babies, like I just don't remember anybody celebrating. It's not no badge of honor. It's nothing to be promoting or saying that, you know, it's safer for us to abort our babies and to kill them. If there's a situation, if there's a medical situation or something happened was, you know, somebody got raped, and even if it's me, I'm still going to preach life. But I do understand. My thing is, stop pushing this to my people like it's birth control. Stop pushing it to my people like it's just okay. It's not okay. It's not a badge of honor. It's not something to be proud about. It's not something to feel liberated about. If we want them to value our lives, if we are demanding respect, if we are demanding and saying that our lives matter, then our lives got to matter to us. That goes to my sisters and my brothers. Y'all, my brothers, y'all ain't got no business walking your baby mama into no clinic and spending your money to pay an abortionist to kill your own baby. 95% of those abortionists are white. Y'all hate white supremacy. Stop paying white people to abort your own seed. Mamas, stop looking at that baby as a form of oppression. Stop looking at that baby as a curse. Stop looking at that baby as something that's going to hold you back. Look at that baby as a blessing and an addition to your life. You don't know who that child going to grow up to be. Gay, straight, whatever. It's their life. It's not your life. You're a vessel. We want to stop killing. We want them to stop killing us. Let's stop killing our children. Y'all know they gonna silence me. They don't want me preaching this message of life. They don't want me saving black life. Y'all know how many babies on the save over the past 10 years? No, they want you to go abort your baby. That's why they telling you, no, hell no, we hate Angela. We ain't vote for Angela. It's big money in abortion. Like I told you before, ain't nobody walked out of the abortion clinic with their baby's remains. Where y'all think they getting all the ingredients for these vaccines? Where y'all think they getting all of these organs? What y'all think they harvesting? Y'all think all this is a lie? You think all this is a joke? They just had a protest up there at Pittsburgh at the college. Dr. Fossey and them there using the scalps of aborted babies and attaching them to the scalps of rats to see if they can grow hair. Fuck science. You done told us it's safe for us to kill our babies so you can go scrape their scalp off and attach it to the back of a rat to see if a rat can grow human hair. So instead of my baby living, instead of me sacrificing for my 18 years, going whatever I got to go through as a mama to raise that child, because that baby could grow up to be, hell, y'all love Obama, the next president. He could grow up to be the next Martin. He could grow up to be a millionaire. He could grow up to be an attorney. He could grow up to be anybody. But you telling me it's better for me to kill my baby so you can use his scalp to attach it to the back of a rat head to grow some hair? And black people, you ain't mad? You ain't offended? I'll give you another scenario and I'm going to hang up. Imagine being in love with the person that you have created a life with. This can go both ways. Let's say that you're a woman and you get pregnant by a man and you happy and you excited and you ain't even told him yet. Man, let's say you a man and you with a girl and you've been trying to get her pregnant and you can't wait for her to give you the announcement. Okay? Woman, you take the test. You go tell the man, hey, guess what? We having a baby. He tells you, I ain't ready for no baby. Go abort the baby. Devastated. You want your baby. You love that person. You are devastated. The woman comes to the man. You've been trying to get her pregnant. You in love with her. She come tell you, I'm pregnant, but I don't want the baby. You devastated. You devastated, right? You broke her. You should feel the same way about Planned Parenthood telling you they don't want your children. When you see a tweet like that from Planned Parenthood, and listen, I can almost understand a lot of the people that are in the LGBTQ community being for abortion, because the majority of them don't plan on having children no way. I can see people like Stacey Abrams and Kamala Harris being for abortion. They haven't had children. They haven't had children. You sitting up here letting people that haven't even given life experience, given life, may have some type of qualm with why they haven't been able to give life, make a decision for you. Men sitting up here voting for women that don't even like black men. Kamala, maybe I don't know, Willie Brown, I don't know, whatever. Come on, you not even married. And y'all say I'll get racist when I go talking about that. No, they showing you, listen, man. Get behind people that know got your best interests at heart. I'm gonna leave with that this morning. Thank you to everybody that supported me. We're working on getting the IG back. If we don't get the IG back, we still got another one. I think we are already almost up to what, 17,000 followers on IG. We're gonna keep going. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna give up. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me. I'm signing off, y'all, until I come back again. Much love. Bye, everybody.